Hey guys, welcome back to BCMN Bracketology. Today we're going to be going over Andy Katz's newest bracket, and we're going to be making picks and selections for it. Thank you guys so much for the recent support on these videos. We really appreciate all the likes and subs, and especially those comments. Even if you don't agree with us, we really like having that conversation with you guys. Also, we're going to be hosting a March Madness bracket challenge. The link is in the description below. You have to be subbed to claim a winning prize, and it's a giveaway, so good luck on that. And let's hop into the video for today. So the first game, Zags, easy, straight off the bat.
San Diego State almost lost today. Loyola Chicago dominated. Loyola Chicago.
Next, we got Oklahoma against Colorado State or Syracuse. Syracuse, sad buzzer beater to lose on. Oklahoma, worst first half I've seen in college basketball this year. Syracuse, I think, is going to be able to win this one, actually. I think they played incredible against Virginia, and Oklahoma State is quite as good as Virginia.
How does Oklahoma be ranked and score 15 and a half? Sorry. Florida State, Winthrop. Winthrop could win this game. I don't see it happening, though. Florida State.
Next, we got Creighton, St. Bonaventure. Creighton, great game against Butler. I thought they really proved themselves. Haven't been playing great, but I thought that game was in the right track. The last two games, kind of great in the right track, but St. Bonaventure, we really don't know enough about them to actually take them here. Not really great. We don't really know their tournament competition, so we'll take Creighton here.
West Virginia, Southern Utah. West Virginia, we'll talk about them later.
Tennessee, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech won 8 straight, incredible. I think they're going to win their conference tournament. Tennessee kind of slowing down since that Duke loss, and I'm taking Georgia Tech.
Ohio State, Grand Canyon. Ohio State, we'll get to them later as well.
Michigan, going to win that one.
BYU, North Carolina, I could see this going either way. I think we're going to choose BYU just because Gonzaga has played, or because when they played against Gonzaga, they were shooting amazing, they played amazing. Tough that you got to play Jalen Suggs, but they looked really good. North Carolina looking very good as well, but I think BYU is looking a little bit better than them right now.
Yeah, this is kind of one we disagreed on. I personally have the edge on North Carolina in this game, but I could see it really going either way. I love both these 8-9 seeds. I think either one of these 8-9 seeds could have won against any other 8-9 seed, but both are incredible. Now we got Virginia Tech, Wichita State. Love Wichita State this year. Incredible offense with their three-point shooting, especially in March Madness. That's going to come in clutch. I think guys like Tyson Etienne, who just won Conference Player of the Year with Quentin Grimes, who's just incredible. I think they're going to be able to win this game.
Yeah. All right, now we got Morehead State, Texas. I really want to take Morehead State. They looked really good. I think if they get the right 4-seed matchup, they're going to win the game, but Texas has been playing really well recently. Texas is going to win this game.
Now we got Oregon against Drake or Boise State. I always like these 11 seeds just because they're interesting. I do not like these 11 seeds, though. Drake and Boise State both lost recently. I don't like either one of them, and I think Oregon's going to win.
Yeah. All right, now we got Villanova, UNCG. UNCG just won their tournament. Villanova just lost to, Georgetown. UNCG is better than Georgetown. They're going to win this game. We called it again.
Villanova, we've called 2 straight losses for them, and they lost 2 straight. Yeah, UNCG, I think they're going to win this one. Villanova's playing like a 16 seed right now. Michigan State, Virginia Tech, both interesting. Virginia Tech, I think, playing North Carolina as of right now while we're recording this. I think Virginia Tech's been okay, not the greatest team. Michigan State, you don't know what team's showing up. You could see a team show up that kills Michigan. I mean, that does good against Michigan. Or you could see them get killed by Maryland. You don't know who's going to play. We're taking Michigan State just because they could make an Elite 8 run or get out first round.
Yeah. Now we got Alabama, Appalachian State. Alabama, we'll get to them later.
Now we got Zags, Loyola Chicago. I like Loyola Chicago. Not good enough to beat Zags.
Syracuse, Florida State. Syracuse had a rough game against Virginia. I think they can definitely win this game. I think they can make a run in the tournament. But right now, Florida State's been playing better, and they're going to win this game.
Yeah, Florida State not too hot, but I think their size is going to be able to out-handle. Syracuse won't be able to handle. Florida State, kind of scary. We kind of predicted that Notre Dame loss, but yeah. Next, we got Creighton, West Virginia. Love both these teams right now. Creighton's kind of picking it up a little bit. I think against that Butler game, West Virginia, all their losses recently have not been bad losses. I think they're actually playing their best game of the best basketball of the season, even after losing to Baylor and Oklahoma State twice. I really like them. I'm going to take West Virginia here. I don't think those losses were that bad.
Yeah. Now we got Georgia Tech, Ohio State. Georgia Tech can definitely win the ACC. We think they will. Ohio State lost 4 in a row before barely beating Minnesota, choked a 15-point lead in 3 minutes. I think Georgia Tech is actually going to win this by a good amount. If Ohio State continues to play like this, if Ohio State with I can't think right now, with Dwayne something and the Liddell twins. I think it's Dwayne Washington. I'm not positive. Maybe Wayneman. They played really good earlier in the season. They started to play really bad. I think they're gonna lose to Georgia Tech here because Georgia Tech is so hot.
Yeah, now we got Michigan, BYU. Michigan, I love this game. Michigan's been an incredible team. Not recently though; they kind of raised some doubts. We said that game against Illinois raised a lot more question than a lot of people thought. A lot of people kind of just tried to excuse it because it was against a great Illinois team. It was scary without Io though, and then they go and lose to Michigan State. BYU and North Carolina, both these teams, I think, would give Michigan a run for their money. Love either of those teams, but I think Michigan's still going to be able to take this one.
Yeah. Now we got Wichita State, Texas. Wichita State has one of the best defenders in the entire NCAA. Texas has great players, have been playing really good, has not been able to defend the 3 as well as they should have, or as they can, I guess. Wichita State is a great 3-point shooting team when they're on. At the end, just won Conference Player of the Year, somehow split it. I think Wichita State's going to win this game.
Yeah, Texas kind of reminds me of Houston with like Quentin Grimes and a bunch of those guys. I think they're this bigger team, but I don't think they really defend that 3-point shot well. Wichita State, Dexter Dennis can lock down some Texas the Texas guards. Wichita State, great 3-point shooting game. So yeah. Next we got Oregon. Oregon UNCG. Oregon, great team. They just won today against Arizona State without raising any questions. Just destroyed them all the way through. UNCG, lucky game. I can't believe I'm saying this. They had a lucky game against a 3 seed, and Oregon's going to kill them.
Yeah, sorry, to go back to Wichita State, it's very important that they rebound. Sorry. Alabama, Michigan State. I think Michigan State, if they played as the elite way they usually do, they'll win this game, but they have not recently. And Alabama has looked amazing. So honestly, even if Michigan State plays at their best, Alabama will still probably win this game if they continue to stay hot from 3.
Yeah, it's crazy. Both these teams, they're 2 different teams that show up. Alabama, I could see them getting out in the round of 32 if they're not hitting their shots. But they're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the nation, if not the best. Like, they are incredible. I've seen them shoot 60% this year. They could win it all, or they could get out in the round of 32. You never know with either of these teams. Next, we got Zags, Florida State. I like Zags. Florida State, not a great 4 seed still. We've kind of hated on them a little bit too much, but I still think Zags. I don't think this is a really questionable game.
Yeah, now we got West Virginia, Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech, if they continue to stay hot, they can win this game. I think West Virginia has been playing amazing. I think they deserve the 2 seed over Houston as of now. Yeah, there's a lot of really good 3 seeds. I think they deserve to be recognized more than they are right now. I think they're going to win this game. They're very fast. They're faster than Georgia Tech. They play good defense. I think they're going to out-hustle them.
Yeah, I also think all the 3 seeds, except for Villanova, we're not going to count Villanova as a 3 seed. We'll count them as a 16 seed. They're terrible. Next, we got Michigan, Wichita State. I have to put my bias aside. Wichita State don't really match up against Michigan that well. Michigan's a good 3-point defending team, and they don't rely on one player, so Dexter Dennis can't just cover him the entire game. Michigan's going to win this one.
Yeah. Now we got Alabama versus Oregon. Oregon got lucky playing 2 teams that probably won't even make the tournament in Drake and Boise State, then gets to play UNCG, who just got lucky in the first round with their matchup, which is weird to say. But anyway, Alabama plays Oregon. Oregon has been playing amazing. Alabama has been playing a lot better, and they're going to win this game by a good amount.
Yeah, so now we got Zags, West Virginia. It's hard to put the West Virginia over the Zags. I really like watching West Virginia basketball. I think their defense is so much fun to watch, and their transition offense is incredible. I don't see them being the Zags. I think they would have needed to beat Baylor or Oklahoma State once to prove that they can really compete against these elite level teams. And I'm not saying they can't compete against elite level teams. I'm saying Zags are on a different level than most elite level teams, and I don't think they have it in them to actually take on the Zags.
Yeah. All right. Now we got Michigan and Alabama. Both teams have been playing pretty good. Michigan lost to Illinois without Io and lost to MSU, but MSU played really well that game. I think Michigan does not play as well with better defenses. Michigan State has a great defense, played really good defense against Michigan in that second game. Illinois has an amazing defense, did not let Michigan play that pick and roll. I think if Alabama has another good defense, has a good three-point shooting team, I think Alabama's defense is going to lock down the pick and roll with Michigan, and they're going to win that game, go to the Final Four.
Yeah, I think people are hating on the SEC this year a little too much, and I think those top two teams, them and Arkansas, are really underrated. Next top, we're going to go to the right side of the bracket. Baylor, easy.
All right, Missouri Rutgers. Worst game in my entire life I've ever seen. Rutgers gets barely wins today. I don't know if Missouri won or not. Both ugly games. Both played really good earlier in the season, now play bad. I don't think this game really matters right now. I'm going to take Rutgers just because they beat Indiana.
So now we got USC Toledo. USC, I don't see Evan Mobley allowing his team to lose this game, so yeah.
Oklahoma State, UCSB. I don't think Cade Cunningham and his crew is going to let them lose in the first round.
Clemson VCU. Clemson, ugly game against Miami. A lot of turnovers they had. I didn't really like. I was watching and I didn't think they played their best basketball. Recently they have, and a couple of weeks ago they were a 4 seed, not doing too hot recently. VCU, on the other hand, they've been okay. They're a 3-point shooting team. I could see them winning this game. I'm taking them.
Next, we got Arkansas and North Dakota State. Arkansas has been the hottest team in the country. We'll talk about them more later. They're going to easily win this game.
Yeah, now you got Uconn Maryland. I love Uconn's guard talent. James Bouknight, I think, is such an underappreciated person on that team. Not underappreciated. I don't think his name's well known enough in college basketball. I think he's easily a top 10 guard, not if top 5 guard in the entire in the entire NCAA. Maryland's a great 10 seed though. I really liked how they played today against Michigan State, but I'm going to take Uconn here.
Yeah, Uconn. All right, we got Iowa Siena. Iowa's playing amazing. We'll talk about them later.
Yeah, and then Illinois. We'll talk about that later, obviously.
UCLA just lost to Oregon State. That could blow something. Florida just beat Vanderbilt. It was closer than I thought it was going to be, but they did win. UCLA did not. We're going to take Florida.
Now you got Texas Tech, Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, that loss to Houston kind of proved can't really beat those elite level teams or even compete. They got blown out. I think there was 25 plus points. Texas Tech, Matt McClung, incredible, especially in March Madness. They're going to win this game.
Next, Purdue Liberty. Purdue has Zach Edey, one of my favorite players to watch. He is 6'3", 7'3", 7'4". Huge. He's going to dominate this game.
And now we got Colorado, Louisville. Louisville probably out of the tournament, honestly, after that loss to Duke. I feel bad because had it been a day earlier, they would have still been in the tournament, and Duke would have been suspended from college basketball from play. Colorado, I think they've won 6 straight, looking pretty good coming into March. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, and we got Kansas Colgate. I think Colgate, if they get a 13 seed and play an okay 4 seed, they can get this upset. They've been playing pretty good recently, but Kansas has been playing a lot better, and they're going to win this game.
Yeah, ever since that Baylor win, they've kind of been getting their name out there. And they also just beat Oklahoma today and held them to 15.5, which is a different story. Next, we got Wisconsin, LSU. Wisconsin can't really beat those elite level teams. I think they've won 2 games in the past month. But against a team like LSU, I think Wisconsin is just able. I think they're going to be able to win. Wisconsin, not the greatest team, like I said, against beating elite level teams, but they actually show up really well against those kind of middle of the pack teams, because they struggle when the team is an elite level player because they overplay him so much, and then other guys get hit shots. We saw that against Iowa when Garza kind of was going off for a bit. They tried to overplay him, and then Bohannon went off. So I think Wisconsin still will beat LSU.
Yeah, now we got Houston, Cleveland State. Houston, we'll talk about them later.
Now we got Baylor, Rutgers. Baylor will win this game by 50-plus points. I hate Rutgers. Love Baylor. Not even close.
Next, we got a top 5 prospect matchup. We got Cade Cunningham and his crew versus Evan Mobley and his crew. I think the game against West Virginia proved that Oklahoma State does not rely on Cade Cunningham. I think USC does rely on Evan Mobley. And just because of that, we're going to go with Oklahoma State. Actually, not just because of that. I'm a little sad because 4 weeks ago, Oklahoma State was like an 11 seed, and they were we made it more fun with that, but they're a 4 seed, and they're still going to get it done.
Yeah. Now I got VCU, Arkansas. VCU, easy matchup early. Arkansas, Moses Moody, incredible player. I think he's such a talented player, and they're not going to lose this game.
So we got Uconn, Iowa. I think Uconn could win this game. They have the guard talent to do it, but they don't have an answer for Luka Garza. Plus, you got that good wing shooting with Witzcup, McCaffrey, and Bohannon. I think Iowa's going to win this game, but potentially UConn could.
Yeah, I think Witzkamp is injured as of right now, but I think he was going to come back for the tournament. We'll see. He plays an important role, so I could see that making the matchup a lot easier. Next, we got Illinois, Florida. Florida, bigger team, but Illinois matches up perfectly. Kofi's huge, and I think they'll be able to stop them.
All right, next we got Texas Tech, Purdue. Both great. Both have a star player, Ide and McClung. I think Texas Tech is a faster team. I think Purdue's going to body them. I'm not saying Purdue only has Ide. You have like Trevian Williams. So they do have a complete team. Texas Tech does have a good team, but it's a lot of McClung, and so Purdue's going to win this game.
Yeah, we saw kind of some issues with rebounding against Baylor and kind of a size disadvantage, and I see that similar issue happening against Purdue. I'm not obviously not saying Baylor and Purdue are equal, but I'm saying it's kind of similar play styles. Next, we got Colorado, Kansas. Love Colorado. Love Kansas as of right now even more. That game against Baylor, they looked incredible. Recently, they've looked so good, even without that star player this year.
Yeah. Now we got Wisconsin, Houston. Houston gets lucky. Wisconsin can't beat a top 10, top 15 team. They got lucky playing LSU in the first round, but now they're going to get smothered and bodied against Houston.
Yeah, now we got Baylor, Oklahoma State. I really like Oklahoma State. It pains me to have to take Baylor over them. Oklahoma State, maybe in my bracket, I would probably be taking them. I don't see them beating Baylor, though. Baylor's been looking great after that COVID break, and then they played terrible against Iowa State, but then they lost to Kansas. But you have to take into account they hadn't played in like 6 weeks, and then they've come back and they win one against Oklahoma State, and then they win one against West Virginia. Looked incredible in both of those. I think they're playing their best basketball, and I think they're going to win.
Yeah, now we got Arkansas, Iowa. Great game. I think Arkansas, just because they're so hot, they're going to win. I can see Iowa winning this game based on they have the best player in the league. They have amazing three-point shooters. But as of right now, I think Arkansas is going to win.
Next, we got Illinois, Purdue. Purdue, we keep saying it. They're going to beat these other teams up down low and kind of body them a little bit with Ide. I don't see them doing it against Illinois. Illinois, I think, matches up perfectly against Purdue with Kofi, and you've kind of got some bigger guards in Io, and then the difference between these two teams, besides obviously their skill as their big guys and guards, I think it's the Illinois' three-point shooting ability. I think guys like Frazier are going to step up and play huge against this one and hitting threes. I think Illinois will be able to win this one.
Yeah. All right, next we got Kansas versus Houston. Houston got lucky in the first 2 rounds. Kansas actually had to play a good team in Colorado. They've been so hot recently. They've lost I think they won 7 out of the last 8, losing to a good Texas team. I think they're going to win this game by 10 points.
Yeah. Oh, Kansas. Sorry about that. Next, we got Baylor, Arkansas to make the Final Four. I like Baylor. I love Arkansas. I think Arkansas has it in them. They're not as reliant on one player as Oklahoma State is necessarily. I think unlike Moses, you don't only have Moses Moody. Jalen Tate, been playing incredible recently, can hit that 3. I think Justin Smith, also another incredible player. I think Arkansas, easily the hottest team in the country as of right now, and our dark horse for the past 5 weeks, we keep taking them to the finals. Love them. Go Hogs.
All right, next we got Illinois, Kansas rivalry. Very fun. Both teams have been very hot. You think about Kansas does not have a person averaging over 13 points. Illinois has been dominant recently. Kansas does not have that big defender to guard Kofi. I think Iowa's very fast. They have better three-point shooting than Kansas. I think Illinois matches up amazing against Kansas and will body them and win this game.
Yeah, now we got Zags, Bama. Love both these teams. I really want to have the Zags upset. That we keep saying it until they prove otherwise. We're going to take the Zags. BYU, we were thinking, oh, it might happen. They might blow it. And then Suggs hits 3 threes in a row, and they look incredible. It's such a hard team. Even when they're down, you're like, yeah, they'll come back, and that's what happened.
BYU shot 70% from 3 in the first half of that game, and that's why they're up by 12 that half, and they're like, maybe they'll do it. But there's no team who's going to shoot 70% from 3 the entire game. That's the only way you're going to beat Gonzaga, and it's not going to happen. All right, we got Illinois, Arkansas in the finals. 2 very hot teams. I can see this going either way. I really want to take Illinois, but Arkansas has been hotter. Illinois has that player, both those players, has the size, has the speed. Arkansas has the team chemistry, has the winning ability right now, and they're going to win this game.
Yeah, finally we got Zags, Arkansas. I'd probably take Arkansas in my bracket, I'm going to be honest. In my personal one, just because less people are going to take them, and the Zags, of course, are obviously the 1 seed in the overall tournament. Arkansas, incredible team. No diss to them whatsoever. I think they're incredible, and you should absolutely take Arkansas to win it all. The Zags, though, we can't argue against them. The Zags are incredible. Arkansas, Moses Moody, and like we mentioned, other guys, they are incredible. I don't think they match up well against Kispert, Timmy, and Suggs, though. I think the addition of Suggs this year has just put that team over the top for unlike previous years. Thank you again so much for watching this video. Remember to drop a like or comment and sub it. We really appreciate it to join our bracket challenge. So have a good one.